It's a bit tight. Hello and welcome to Emily Cat 176. It's Friday. Yay! Oh, weekend coming up. Now, last weekend I actually went into the CBD, not to see a show for once, not to see a show. Every year my best friend and I, we go and have high tea at the Windsor. Now, if you look up the Windsor, it's an institution in Melbourne, the afternoon tea. And this is our goodbye to winter. Well, it's been pretty cold. It's been a very cold start to spring, but this is what we do. So I got in there early because I wasn't sure, because I'm coming from a different place, I wasn't sure if the trains were running and all the rest of it. So I went to another institution in Melbourne, Hill of Content bookshop. Now, Hill of Content is in Bourke Street. It's been there for years. It was going to close and then it got a reprieve. And when I was there on Saturday, there were quite a few people in there, which is good because we want our bookshops to keep going. And as I said, the Hill of Content, it's been there for years. Years and years and years. And I hope it continues to be there for years and years and years. So of course I was just going to have a look, wasn't I? Just gonna have a browse. How many did I buy? Not one, two books. I couldn't help myself. The first one, this looked interesting, and I've never actually read any of her Vera books. I've seen them on TV, but this one looks good, so I thought I'll buy it and I'll read it and see whether I actually like the book. Because as I said, she's a very good writer, especially The Dark Wives. Uppity young women with minds of their own struggling to find a place in a difficult world. She is good, because I said she's done Vera, she's done Shetland, then there's the other ones I can't remember at the moment. So that was that one I got. And then I saw this one. Look at this one. Killing Thatcher. This looks very interesting. And as you can see, I've started it. Very interesting time in English history, English and Irish history. I do like reading about history. And this is about, and it's been written by an Irish journalist. He's written quite a few books. I've looked him up. And yes, the IRA, the Manhunt, and the Long War on the Crown. Because this, of course, was when they assassinated Mountbatten, and they blew up the Brighton Hotel. When the, is it the Conservatives? Is that who she was with? Because we call them different here. I think they're called the Conservative. Conference was on. And Margaret Thatcher herself was such a divisive character. Now, I don't talk politics, and I don't want to talk politics. And yes, I have a view on Thatcher, but I will keep that to myself. Because I said this is a politics-free zone. But this one looks, it is interesting. And he's a very good writer. Very good writer, this author. So yes, 2 more books. Someone actually asked me on Monday, why do you buy new books when you haven't finished the ones you've got? And I said, because I can't help myself. I see something new and think, oh, I want to read that. Oh, I want to read that. I want to read that. So yes, the pile has increased again. the Clive Cussler and Boyd, oh, what was his name? That's gone back. I said that's gone back unfinished. So at least it's less, the pile is less one book. Oh dear, I'll tell you what. You can probably hear the traffic behind me. This house is on a very busy road, and I have to admit, I like fresh air in a house, so because I open up all the windows and the doors. Even when it's cool, I open them up. So yeah, that's. I was just going to have a look. Just have a look, walk through, and then of course I saw the Killing Thatcher one first. And I thought, oh, that looks interesting. Because I said it was an interesting time in English and Irish history. I have been to England and to Ireland. I never went up to Northern Ireland. We were in the other part of Ireland. Loved Ireland. Beautiful. So green and friendly people. And I don't know what it's like now because it was a few years ago now. So yeah, that was, and I've said so again. Now the book about the little porcelain figures, I saw my friend on Monday and she actually said, you don't have to read it. I didn't ask to read it. It was given to me and she said, you might enjoy this. And I have enjoyed what I've read so far. But I've really got to just stop it and finish one, don't I? Because I still have my NetGalley book to read. And I haven't been reading that either. Oh dear. That one has to be read. So what I might do is I'll read that one. Yeah, because I'm going into the CBD again this weekend. And this weekend I am seeing a show. I'm seeing Sweeney Todd. Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street. So that I'm looking forward to that. But I can read it on the train. Yeah, that's what I can do. I'll read it on the train. Mind you, I took my Kindle with me last weekend. I didn't read it all, but I've got to do it, especially the NetGalley one. But as I said, I think I've got till early November. This is why I'm procrastinating, isn't it? I see a nice, bright, shiny new thing and think I've got to have it. It's got to stop. It's got to stop. Anyway, that's books on Friday this week. Me failing to go into a bookshop and not buy anything. I was really good in September. I didn't buy anything. I didn't buy anything. And even when I was in there, I thought, oh, I could buy one book a month. Well, no, I've got books to read. I've got to read them. Do any of you do that? You start, I mean, I can read more than one book at a time, but do you start a book and then you find something else that looks interesting? You think, oh, I'm going to start that. Or is it just me? I don't know. Anyway, enjoy your weekend. I'll be back on Monday talking about the show I went to last Friday. And I'm going to an author's talk tomorrow, so that's interesting. I always find those interesting. It's interesting to hear the authors, how they plan their novels, how they write them, where do they come up with the ideas, etc. So that should be interesting too. Anyway, I will get going with my day and I will see you on Monday. Have a nice weekend. Bye.